Day 15 update. I don't know when I'm going to post this, so I basically kept my phone off all day. I started reading on the Gospel of John. It's more hopeful. It seems to have a lot more of Jesus proving who he is and continually saying, those who know me will know the Father. And then I spent a good time talking to some other drivers. It's not easy. I give it up to the Lord, but it sucks. I'm losing my wife. I'm losing my family. I'm losing my friends. And all I've got is the Bible. All I've got is the book and the text. And a hope that things will maybe be better one day, someday. Or maybe it'll be worth it and I'll get access to heaven. And hopefully that will be worth it. Let me give the reaffirmation. I love my wife. If she were to text me, unblock me, and message me and say she doesn't want the divorce, I'd call the lawyer. I'd cancel the divorce stuff, and I would start again. Like we would work through this because I love her that much. And I want this marriage to succeed. But it doesn't seem to be in the cards. Nothing I do has gotten through. Nothing. And there's no one to talk to. There's no one that's gonna. Everyone's afraid of making her angry. Or I guess it's no one is willing to hold her accountable. It feels like. And maybe that was my problem. Maybe in my willingness to upset her, to speak truth, to be honest, maybe that was too much. I don't know. I mean, I've been told that, oh, she's young. So, like, you know, she's young, she's going to make mistakes, and she'll realize it in a few years or something. And maybe that's the case. But I don't want her to decide that life is hard and that she wants to be with me because I make life easier. I'm okay with that. But I'd also like her to love me, to want to be with me, not just with the life that I can provide. And I married her, and we had this agreement that I would be a provider, I would take care of her financially, and that she'd give me loyalty. That's how our relationship started. That has been the foundation we have built on. And she decided she doesn't want to be dedicated to me. She doesn't want to work with me. She doesn't want to be mine anymore. And doesn't want me to be hers. But we've already been married. In the eyes of, and like, literally, wedding ring, married, before God, with a Christian pasture. And so, for me, there is no going back. And my friend is like, well, if you're not willing to change for her, then obviously this relationship isn't going to last. Okay. This isn't about changing for her. It's about becoming a better Christian for God. And if that's not good enough, no, I'm not going to change for her. I'm going to try and change and do better for Christ. And if she wants to put in the effort and worship Christ, which is, we're both Christian, which was supposed to be the idea. If she wants to do that, awesome. If she doesn't want to do that, then she's going to keep living the way she is, and yeah, the relationship is over, and there's nothing I can do about it, and hopefully I'll be celibate until I die. I mean, I'm already 40. I probably don't have another 40 years. So, I mean, I've been not celibate, but I've been single, effectively, 40 years. It's just for the last 7, I've had someone to talk to, someone to love on. And that sucks that I'm losing that. It sucks that I'm losing someone that mattered. I'm losing my home. I have to die to myself, so I sucked up my pride and I sent some money to her mom for financial support. And I got told, don't do that. We don't want her to be angry with us. Don't send us money. Don't help us. So because she's ending the marriage, the extended family, the in-laws that I had, are gone. And they would rather struggle and suffer. Maybe they won't. Maybe their finances have gotten better and they don't need me to send money to help anymore. Maybe the rest of the children can pitch in now. Maybe that was my purpose. It wasn't to be forever. It was to be a help until they were more stable, get them through hard times, and then be gone out of their lives. Maybe that's what God intended, was for me to be the provider, the safety net for 7 years. I don't know. It's amazing how much I don't actually know. How powerless I am to save the thing that matters the most to me. That's amazing. We all like to think that we would do anything, that we can do anything. We just put the work in, put the effort in, like anything is possible. And yet here I sit, turning my phone off to avoid people that don't have my back. Or at least it doesn't feel like they do. Maybe they do in their own way. But when you start a conversation with how much of a piece of shit I am and that she's justified for wanting to leave me, that's not the words of somebody, in my opinion, that's willing to fight for a marriage. That's not somebody that says, hey, yeah, this guy's bad, yeah, there's been mistakes made, but marriage is sacred and you need to work together to be better. When the first thing's out of your mouth is, oh, well, nope, she said this, and if that's true, then she's absolutely justified in divorcing you. How are you an ally in marriage? You're not. You're an ally of what's convenient, what's easy, what's, idea, the fantasy. People suck. I mean, we're all sinners. We all fall short. Now, yes, if someone's not willing to put in the effort, fine. But when you look at our relationship, I was a real scumbag when we first got together, and she chose that scumbag. In the hopes that I would warm up and that wouldn't be the forever. Like, you're not going to go to college, you're not going to have a job, you're going to sit at home, you're going to be obedient, you're going to do what I say, all that. And then by the time I met her in real life, COVID was just getting into full swing. And I was like, maybe you should go to college. Maybe I should support you to do that. And then COVID happened, and then she didn't want to be living with her family anymore because she felt, whatever, does that. Not my story. And so we got her own condo. And it was more than I could afford at the time on the salary that I was making. I mean, I could afford it, but it was a struggle. There was no savings. So we downgraded, but I sent her to college. She started college. Because I thought that was what was best for her, to expand her horizons, her education. I got her passport so that she could travel. She's never used it. Man, there were so many good times. Even the bad times, there were moments of just beauty. We would fight, we would argue, but I always thought that we tried to get through it. And this last time, when she told me, that, well, you should just go find somebody that's going to make you happy if you're disgruntled. And I was drunk, and I made the mistake of pulling out my copy of the marriage contract and throwing it across the table. There, you want out? Leave. And she was like, that's just a copy, it don't mean nothing. But then she was hurt because I threw it across the table. Because she told me to leave. And I don't want to leave. I've never wanted to leave her. Okay, I won't say never. There probably was some times I wanted to leave her. But since we've been married, I've wanted it to work. I wanted to find a middle ground where I was happy and she was happy and we were working together. And at some point along the way, we lost God, and then it didn't matter what I wanted. It didn't matter that I was alone and everything else took priority over me. It didn't matter that I was suffering. And that I just wanted to be appreciated, and I wanted to be seen and cared for and comforted. What mattered was that she looked good to other people. What mattered was that I make her happy. And at times that did make me happy. Making her happy, her being happy was my joy, and is my joy. I don't want to be afraid that you're going to leave. That one day, like happened, you're going to decide I'm not worth it anymore. And I've never had that security, I don't think. Honestly, I think I've always been afraid she'll leave. That I'll be alone again. And here we are. Now, this isn't to say she's done anything wrong. Look, I mean, yes, she's not perfect. But I'm not blaming her, okay? I have some serious issues. And I don't know how to fix these issues. I'm working with the Bible. Maybe God will help fix it by trying to be more reflective of what Christ wants. I'm a mess. Everyone that knows me and my family is like, he's tough. He's rough to get along with. You know, he's very opinionated. But I think most of them actually care about me. In their own way. Or I thought. I mean, now I haven't heard from anyone. You turn your cell phone off for 24 hours and damn near. And you turn it back on. No missed calls. Maybe 1 or 2 texts. Now, there were several texts from my buddy, but they were all basically calling me like a piece of shit. Great. I'm the piece of shit. Surprise. Anyways, this isn't meant for me to dog on everybody else. I'm working my way through the Gospel of John. I'm still lost, and I still love my wife. And every day I pray that this marriage won't end. I pray that she will tell me to stop. Because I'm not getting the divorce for me. I don't want it. But I won't force her to stay married to me, so I'm giving her the out by getting the divorce. She says she doesn't want me, I won't trap her. God didn't trap us, I won't do that to her. I pray she'll make the right choice and stay with me, decide that a marriage is worth saving. We'll see. Alright, so that's day 15. Peace.